Hi, during this video, I will show how we work with CRM, what means CRM in Splynx, what features it has, and how it can help you to sell efficiently. We will tackle self sign-on. I will explain what is the pipeline concept behind the CRM in Splynx, what is the difference between lead and customer in Splynx, how we work with quotation, how we convert leads to customers, how it will show you the statistics of how many users were connected, how many users sold, how many users left, and all these things you can track using CRM. All communication is stored in one place, and there are IMAP email connection that you can use to connect all your emails of your salespeople. And of course, because Splynx is all-in-one solution, it will help you to connect your CRM leads and your customers with the tasks and tickets and all this data that you have inside your Splynx platform. Okay, let's start with that. First of all, I will show you how we work with CRM and Splynx because we use it for our own business. And this is how it should look when it is all configured and full of data. As you can see, when I log in here, I have CRM and I have customers. So my customers are people who pay me. CRM, we have leads. So it means that we still don't have a contract with them. They do not pay us anything, but they are interested and we need to work with them very actively. We have here the dashboard. The dashboard shows me the amount of tasks that are assigned to me for today, amount of new leads, active leads, deals that I have. As you can see, recent activity show me all the activity of my sales and support team that is related to leads, not to customers. These are my tasks with scheduling, saying, okay, I need to contact this customer and check some answer of other customer. Then when I scroll down, I see my lead statistics, how many leads, new leads added we got in the last month. These are the sources because we track each lead when he comes. We need to understand where he comes from. And when we have all this in place, we also have a sales funnel. So like we have a first touch, communication, trial, and we have lost customers and won customers. All this we track inside our dashboard of CRM. If I go to my lead view, it's very similar to the lead view or to the customer view. As you can see, there is a table showing me my leads, and there is a status of each lead or the status inside a pipeline. And if I want, I can switch this view to the pipeline view, and that will help me to understand how many leads I have in each status. Okay, and if I don't want to display all my leads, I can select the time and I can choose only, for example, the previous months. Okay, so last month, I want to see all leads that we get in January, and it will show me inside a pipeline. As you can see, also there is a photo or picture of the salesperson who is responsible for this lead. And there is also the deal value. So each lead has own deal value, and there are won leads, lost leads. All this data I have in one place. So let's open the lead view just quickly to see what is the difference between lead and customer. Actually, there is no much difference. So you can see that there is still information, there are the same comments, and I can add here my tasks. So these are the tasks that salesperson can add, and this is a quick task that will just notify him saying, hey, you need to contact this customer today, 12 or during the midday, or you need to send him the email or whatever. There is a button for making a call, so I can click this button, and if I click this number, it will send me to my voice over IP app that I have installed here. We use 3x6 at the moment. This will allow me to send the email, again, using my default option here in Splynx. And there is a map and my all communication with the customer I can see here on this widget, or I can just go there to communication and see all my history of the messages that I sent to my customer that I received from him. Okay, so because as I said, my email as a salesperson is connected here through email. And of course, I have my tickets available here. I have my tasks that I can create, and I can convert the client, send him a quote. So that's all what we have in the CRM when it is working, and it should work the same way in your business. Let me show you now how to configure the things, how to set it up. How to create the lead is very simple. We just add the lead, and then we got this data here. So you can see there is a lead with all his fields. These fields are customizable. I can predefine the fields, and when customer is converted, these fields will be available for him as a customer. And what we need to do for example, as a first step that we always configure is a self registration or sign-up form. The sign-up form is located under configuration. Let's go to config, and there is a CRM, so we can search for CRM. As you can see, CRM has different preferences and configuration, and this is the sign-up widget. So the sign-up widget allows me to configure the sign-up form, and then it generates this file or this script. So this script I just take, save it, and paste it as HTML to my website, and then I got the form. So the form is similar to this one, Splynx.com. The result will be this form. So if you can see there, if you go to my get license, so that's the form. When you fill in the form, it will create a new lead automatically inside Splynx, and you'll get a notification that there is a new lead created. Okay, and that's we have all in this form settings of the sign up widget. If you need the advanced settings, then you can contact us and we can create for you a special sign up form like this one. Let's check RocketNet. There is a form that looks different. And this form is connected to Splynx as well, but this is a custom form. And you can see that the form is, the difference is that you can also add your bank account number, bank account name, and that will be verified. So there is a verification of the bank data, which is not part of the default sign up form of Splynx, but this can be all done for you as a small custom project that we can deliver. Okay, so that's the first step. So if we configure sign up form, people can leave their contact details on the website. We will grab this data, and it doesn't have to be only on this website. It can be also on the landing website. So for example, if you see here, we have a new product that is dedicated to IP rental. And when I click order now button, this form will also go to Splynx. Okay, so as you can see, or if I go to home, this all landing pages that we have, get Rail, this landing page, it just goes to Splynx, immediately creates a lead inside Splynx. So as you can see, the sign up form is a very powerful tool that will help you to promote your services and to grab your clients. Okay, so when you make an ad and then you grab the customer, you need to get all this data and store it in one place. Okay, so that helps you to do that sign up form. Then let's go to the second part of the configuration that we have as a pipeline concept. The pipeline, as you can see here, we have leads pipeline, and by default it has a new qualification, activation, won and lost. I can add the new status, for example, and it can be testing. And the stage, as you can see, we have 4 predefined stages in Splynx. It's like a categories. The pipeline can have new, in progress, or won or lost, and depends on that, it will change the color. But the status you can have under new or under in progress. You can have 5 statuses. For example, measurements, checking the ability of the service, sending sales representative or sending technician, whatever. So that can be part of the in progress status, let's say stage. Okay, in the progress stage. So that's what I can add here. And the due means if my lead is in this due for 10 days or 5 days, then it will become a red, and I can get even notification saying that, hey, this lead is too long under this status. Okay, so that's what I can add and grab here so that you can see it's in the status new now, and I have new entry and I have new like a test status inside my new stage. Okay, then when I go to my CRM and the lead, let's just check this lead. You can see that there is a status new inquiry and test. They are all blue color. So because it's a stage new, then they have stage in progress, which is qualification and activation. And then we have one, which is won, or lost. It's lost. So this is the pipeline. And so when I go to my pipeline view here, you can see that there is a less than a minute ago, it was put on the qualification state. And if we have a threshold for 10 days, and if this lead is in this status for 10 days, then it will become red, and it will show me that something is not correct. I need to move this customer further, or I need to investigate why this customer is still inside the qualification status. Okay, so that's of course, here you can see the face, Alex admin, or this is the Splynx admin, two sales people responsible for leads. When I click there, what I can change the person who is in charge for this customer. I can change the deal value, for example, $100 US. That's my monthly recurring revenue that customer will bring me. And I'm able to create a quote for that client. Okay, the quote, you can see what is the quote here. The quote is saying business fiber for 48 euro. So this is the quote. And that's why, as you can see, my deal was set up automatically to 48. Because when I created the quote, it changed it. This is the quote that I can send to customer. I can download it, and there is a status of quote. I can change the status. If customer said, okay, I accepted it, so it is accepted. And what I can do now, I can convert the customer. So this is the next step. When the quote is sent, when all documents like contract were generated and added to the customer, I can generate the contract from here. If we add the template for contract, it will generate me the template, and I can send it to the customer. So customer will confirm it. Also, there is an option to sign it, so he can sign it, and then we will upload and store the document here. The quote is done, and now what I need to do, I need to convert this client and make him paying customer. To do this, I do convert. So I click the convert button. It says, do you want to use the quote? Because I can convert customer without any service created, without any invoice generated, just I can make him active, and that's all. For that, I don't have to select it. But if I want to use what is inside the quote, I can select this, continue, and here it will create me the client. I can still change the data if I'm not happy with what is there because it was not accurately added by my sales team. I want to add the billing email for that, phone number, whatever. I can still add it here. And this is my conversion type that is available. By default, it wants me to create a customer and create him immediately the invoice for current months. I can select that I only want to create active customer, and the invoice will be, or his service for prorata data will be added to the next invoice. Okay, there is an option. By default, I set up in configuration what I want to set up as a default. In this case, we create active customer in the invoice, and then we can convert now, or we can continue and configure his data of the services. So I can set up the PPPoE username, I can set up the contract data, all this stuff. As you can see here, my internet services, I can set up. This is his IP, permanent IP address he will get. This is his PPPoE username. Okay, so this is the conversion that I can make. Still, I can do this all later when my customer was added. But why do it later if I'm doing it now? If I'm doing converting client, I can set it up everything here in this one step. And then when I click convert a customer, it will just make a customer from this lead. Okay, you see, I went to customer now, and this customer is here, and he has the invoice created. He has the service created. You can see there is a bundle. It's not only the service, it's a bundle of internet, voice, and public IP. This is what he got. It cost him 40 euro without VAT. And in the invoice, there is an invoice generated from today. What is inside the invoice? Inside the invoice, there is a prorata for 3 days of February. Okay, so this customer was created from lead. If I go back to my CRM lead view, I can still find this customer here. You can see that he is not available now on this anywhere because I have my lead condition set up to active leads, but I can display active and converted leads. And then I will find this customer here. So he's under won and converted. When I click on it, it will not show me the lead view, but it will show me the customer view because he's my customer already. Okay, can you see it here? Well, and all my communication is stored there. So you can see there is a communication that I had with this customer when he was my lead. Okay, under CRM, I have my all quotes and lead information available. I can still create him a new quote and send him a new quote because he's my customer, but he wants to upgrade. So I can create a new quote this way, select and say, I want to upgrade your service to 50 meg. And the price will be, because you will have 2 connections, the price will be 50 euro for each connection. And the total will be, so if I want to set up 2, it will be 100 euro without VAT. And I can add this quote and send it to him. So you can see that I still can work with the CRM even when the customer was converted. As I said, all communication is in one place because in Splynx we have tickets, as you know. So tickets grabs all communication with my connected clients or with my leads, but this is more related to technical communication. When you have an incident, you create a ticket. When you are connecting clients, okay, you can create a ticket as well. But when salespeople are dealing with clients, they do not need to create the tickets. They just send their emails from their mailbox. And this is achieved, we are storing this communication using the IMAP connection. So if I go here, you can see to my billing, under my profile of the My Administrator, there is an option to configure my IMAP. Okay, you can see that I enable my inbox, and there is a deny list, some of the emails that I don't want to be displayed inside my email. I can share my inbox with one more administrator or many administrators, because usually, we don't have to grant access to the email boxes of salespeople for everyone inside the team. So it will be maybe good to grant access to all salespeople or only to managers. Okay, so that's why we have a limitation. Okay, my credentials, my IMAP settings, SMTP settings. And when the email is sent from Splynx, or it can be sent from the general email or from the email of the salesperson. If you can see here, if I go again to my view and under communication, so that's the email. This is the thread of the emails, and this email was sent from me. So, and I was sending it this way. So I was clicking reply and writing the answer on my customer. But also I can use just my email agent like Outlook or Gmail and send it through this. Even do not use this button. Still, Splynx will grab sent emails and incoming emails. All these messages are stored here inside the inbox. If I click on the inbox, it will show me all my emails that Splynx grabbed from today. As you can see, all these emails that I have here, if author was not found, it can still be matched to the customer. Okay, I can still make matching and say, okay, this is who is my, okay, this is, I'm reading the email, but here's the matching. I can match this email to one of my customers. and then it will be always recognized and stored under the customer communication tab. There are different types of communication. Here we can see that there is an IMAP, there is a system emails when we send out, for example, notifications, or when we send out invoices, okay, whereas a ticket, comment, all this is displayed under my communication. The new entity that will be added to Splynx 3.2 is the voice integration. So we will have all incoming and outgoing voice with ability to listen them. So, and as I said, when we connect my IMAP, also there is an option from my customer, from my lead, I can create a new task. So let's go to this example. How can we simulate the new customer activation? Okay, we are saying this is a new customer. He came to our company. We made the test of his line. We made the qualification, so he's qualified, and we need to activate him. What is the next step for activation? We need to create a task for him, actually. So we need to create a task. So when I create a task, I say this is the activation, and I have task templates. So connection of client. So I'm loading template, and it's saying connect customer, and then I can use customer name also for that. By default, it's not preset, but I can use variable, or I can just say generator. And please connect customer, and select the status. I can save it, and then the new task is created. Okay. Also, I can schedule it to one of my administrators. As you can see here, there is a checklist for that, but this is another option, which is a scheduling. When it goes through the schedule, then we move this customer to one or connect it, we save him, and or we convert him. Now, even if he's in the activation, and when I convert him, he is moved to one automatically. So it's not needed to click here and then click there. Just click convert button and set up all the services. So this is how the process of onboarding client and activating client works in Splynx. Let's check what we have else under configuration of the sales of the CRM. So as you can see, there is plenty of other things. General preferences of CRM. What are the stages inside our pipeline? This is the first configuration. The finance shows me what is the quote number pattern. Sign up widget, we took a look already on it. The IMAP just disables IMAP. Then we have here lead fields, because we can create many different additional fields for a lead, and we can also say what is their order. So we can see that, for example, if I want the geodata or I want a company ID or whatever, I can put it up, and then it will be displayed under my CRM lead view. It will be just displayed here above everything. So if I just now refresh that, let's go to Kevin generator again, and there is a company ID was moved here up. Okay, let's go to the configuration of CRM again. Notifications, saying enable due notification, and reminders. If you remember, we had the tasks, so there are the tasks for my leads, and also there is a statuses. So if the status is for 10 days and there is 10 days due on this status, then we'll have a notifications. All this is configured here. There is a quote notification that can be sent to customer, and this reminder and due notifications, they are set to administrator. Okay, lead convert settings, which is very simple here, but that's how you define if you want customer just to be created, or you want to create customer and create him the pro rata invoice for the current months. And the pipelines we already checked. So this is the basic configuration and explanation of the CRM. If you have more questions, please feel free to contact our support team. Thank you for your time.